Autumn here with you on your Thursday, November 27th, 2025 it is. Hope you guys are doing well out there. I am not going to take up a ton of your time this morning. I just wanted to come in, and if you're celebrating today, I hope you have a great day, whether you're celebrating or not. If you're not, that's fine. If you are, if you're just taking some time based on this calendar that we're living under, then hey, enjoy yourself. I'm not implying there's anything wrong with it, with your decision. Okay, we all have to make the decision that's best for us and our lifestyle and our values, our beliefs, our culture, whatever you want to do. I do want to make some commentary on the lockdown of the White House yesterday, as well as what transpired at the White House between the guardsmen, the shooting. I do want to make some comments on that. I'm going to tell you, first and foremost, I will, give condolences to the families affected by this. But I do believe that there is a level of escalation here that is scripted. I'm telling you, to me, this is another piece of the escalation that I spoke of in October. And I'm saying that it's a simmering pot of escalation, and it's recurring narratives. When one narrative ends, it's the beginning of another. I just want to go ahead and establish this is my tone. I'm saying that unfortunately, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end, whether it be tragic, whether it be symbolic. I'm telling you what it is. We've got a classic narrative here where we have symbolism with patriotic symbolism here. We have warrior heroism here. We have what appears to be conflict. And I've said this before, this is a conflict this has been, to me, simmering conflict within. This is an internal conflict that we're dealing with. An internal conflict as well as an external conflict. And those make for a much richer, fortunately, it's going to make for a much richer narrative, as well as a sacrifice. I do believe at any time that there's a loss of life, that it is eventually, it's inherently a sacrifice. Okay? So what I'm on about is, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this segment of Black Spring with Autumn. I'm not sure if anybody's here, but I'm saying I do believe I am prefacing what I am saying with condolences in the tragic end of what transpired between the lockdown and what led to it, between the event of the soldiers that were lost at the hands of this. Well, I will say that this is another part of escalation. I'm saying we've had one narrative ends and another one begins. We never really come out of narratives. I say this a lot when I'm running things through the X-ray machine, that this particular situation, the unaliving or the shooting, loss of life of soldiers, this thing is screaming thematic all over it. At the same time, I would be remiss if I did not mention that I've already spoken about escalation. I've been speaking about escalation since September and October. And I did remember sharing with you guys that the Pentagon had released notification that there is training, quick response forces being trained. And the objective is to have the deadline was to have these soldiers, the guardsmen, trained to the tune of 500 for most of the 50 states. It's not just, but then for the smaller, say for instance, I know what they talked about, the Puerto Rico, the state of Delaware would only receive maybe 100 or 250 or something like that for the first state of Delaware at 250. But most of the states would receive 500. Puerto Rico and some of the other ones, I think they're going to be the ones that are receiving the 100. But it's interesting to me that now they are deploying, based on the reports that I've heard and what I've read, they will be deploying 500. They're going to set up DC with 500 just for DC. What in the world do you guys think they're trying to tell us? They're preparing for something. It's a complete script. It's a complete script. It is. It is what it is. Good morning, Freedom's March. Thank you so much for tuning in. But I'm just saying that what's next? I don't know where it's going to come from. Whoever they have in custody or whatnot, I'm not sure what's next, but I know that something else is already in the mix. Something else is already, they know something, of course, that we don't know. Otherwise, you don't prepare, you don't train, you don't deploy, you don't set the stage. But it seems to me, I'm not the intelligence that's in this country to determine why something like this would happen. I'm sure that they're already shuffling around with that narrative. But what I'm saying is, I do believe that something is, again, this is not the first time I'm saying it. I'm saying that there will be escalation beyond what happened. And there will be by January 1st. I mean, they've already calmed you down with your breadcrumbs and your SNAP benefits. That's all they wanted to do, was calm everybody down. Charlie Siegler, 1433. Same to you if you're celebrating. I said happy holidays to everybody that's celebrating, whether you're celebrating or if you're just taking time with your family. Whatever you're doing on this day, make it count. Make it count if you are. If you're not, then that's good too. Either way. Some people, we don't all share the same views, or we all have different. There's all kinds of ways to celebrate or ways to gather these days. But yes, I got you, Charlie Siegler. And most of us, I said this yesterday, many of us, these holidays, this calendar, it kind of puts you in that vein to, you're already forced by the calendar and time, which is, what they do. They've created this calendar to affect time, which is, I've said this is a province of God, that, we have to, whether you want to celebrate or not, or whether you think it's a celebratory thing or historically valid or historically, ethical or whatnot, or morally ethical to celebrate, you kind of you're forced to do something. So well wishes on that. So with all that, I'm just saying that I do anticipate there's going to be more escalation, and every time something happens, I don't know if it's martial law that's coming. I don't know. Thank you guys for loving on the like button. But I do believe that something else is coming. I don't know, I'm not sure if they're going to use this, if it will be used to, if they will use it to curtail more of, the way we live our lives and the way we're able to freely move about. I don't know. But I'm saying I think we can anticipate something. And so I hope you guys